the void is the sense of being springs, and the sense of being springs from the void. We don't know how, but it is actually, so it is actually the void having the exciting experience of I am. Okay, then that's not an entity, and it just sounds like it and all this and that. I can't really describe it. I don't know all the details and you know, the this is and that's is of it. I can just tell you that that's basically what it is that the void is, which is of no, there's no experience whatsoever, and there's no entity there as the void. But like Susan was saying, it doesn't mean the void is void. But that's a logical statement. And non-duality, you have to get used to sometimes there being something illogical that's nonetheless true. And so there is something, I'm using the word something, there's nothing, I could use that word, I don't know what, there's no word to use. But where when the void discovers I am, then that's really a unique experience. And that's what's happening through all of these human beings. And if you come to know who and what you are, if you're not careful, it spoils the experience for awakeness, because it suddenly can no longer experience itself objectively through a unit that knows that it is awakeness itself. But it's got that experience through billions. So it's happy to have the experience of knowing itself consciously through a relative few of us. I mean, how many really enlightened people are there on the planet? We might fill up a room, or who knows, we might fill up a football stadium, but but compare that to being a percentage of the 8 billion. And that's just the human beings. You know, the dogs they're essentially already there, right? Because they don't tell each other. You know, Sailor Bob used to tell the story of, you know, that in Africa you could watch a herd of zebras when a lion would come up, and the herd of zebras would begin to, if the lion got too close, they'd begin to paw in the earth and get a little nervous, and then they would just spring. They would just all run up, and they'd run, you know, 50 or 100 yards away, and then they'd stop, and then they'd go right back to grazing. They didn't tell any stories. Well, you know, there's a lion right down there. He's going to come up here and eat ourselves. He's going to do it. He's a lion, man. Lions eat zebras. We're zebras. We're in trouble. Because they're not in trouble until the lion comes back. And the lion may not come back. He might see something else that's 75 yards away that looks more scrumptious and go that way. So there's no sure thing. The zebras they don't tell themselves stories. If I miss feeding, or Betsy misses feeding the dogs, or I miss giving the dogs a treat when they come inside, they will let me know, hey, we're supposed to get a treat, or we're supposed to get fed. But if I don't, they don't hold a grudge. They don't actually keep that in fresh and have a resentment about it. It's dropped. Okay, this is going to be food. Oh, look at that.